Hey, how you guys doing? I'm VehiCleX, and I'm on the Ender server. And you guys may notice that there's a lot more slots available. So because last week from Monday until Wednesday, the server was down, the server place that I'm going through, which I'm not bringing up, they actually gave me an upgrade, meaning that they gave me a plan that was probably 3 times better than what I had before, and so it has more memory, more slots, but yeah, pretty cool. Um, so today we're going to be making basically a building for industry, industry, which basically means I'm going to put a building over the tree farm, and then we'll probably work on the farm after that. I'm basically going to just build the outline first. And I'm not sure if I want to keep it. A couple people had commented and said that you can get up to 8 pieces of glass from 1 piece of coal, and that the auto furnace isn't very efficient. Um, Now mine's a 15 times speed, which means if I put 2 stacks in, that's 8 blocks per. So all I need to do is put in 4 stacks, and that will give me the most efficient that I can get. So as long as you do it in increments like that, you should be okay. So we're talking 8 per furnace. I'll come and get that glass here in a little bit. I already put the stuff I need over here. There's some stuff that people have been working on over here I don't really want to show, so I'm going to just kind of do this. So yeah, we're just going to basically go with a big building like that here. Now I don't know what I'm going to do here because I can't actually expose this area because there's circuitry underneath it, but not much. There's not a lot. So I'm thinking the circuitry don't come beyond here, so I'm probably going to start it like here, and yeah, I'll probably make it so everything is not, it's not raised up, but the building's gonna be right here, and then we're gonna go with an entranceway here, and I might make it the same size, exact same size as that. I think it would look real nice. So that means I need to build a perimeter around this up one, which does kind of make this kind of crappy, but once I have the building I won't need the doorway, so I can kind of make it just a step down here. So yeah, that would be the first thing to do, is just get an outline of sand going across here so I can build on it and put my dark oak. So I need to go get some more sand real quick. Alright, so now that I got some sand, I'm going to go ahead and it's going to be a pretty big building. I mean, it's going to be big. I might go with a 3x3 door here, maybe. Or, yeah, I mean, I think it would really look real nice with a 3x3. And I kind of want it to come right to the water's edge, so all that would have to be lifted up, and then we just need it to match. So pretty much right where this torch is, go ahead and mark that up. Actually, I think I'll put it here, kind of mark it, and yeah, I can just kind of cover over the top of this, so I'm thinking I can probably just get these back. So this would actually be bad because that's where the wood stops, so I'm actually going to have to do something a little different here. If I want to do the building, I'm going to have to make it one wider. There's no way around that. So basically, I'm going to need it to come here, but I can make it level with the other building. Now I am planning on doing some kind of deck thing, so I'm thinking that I'm going to need another 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then probably 6 blocks here for it, for what I'm going to be putting on the back of the mansion. So technically I can bring that out here. So let's go ahead and just get that marked out. Okay, so So here to here, which is already marked out, so I don't need to do any wood. And I want to keep it away from the underground circuitry, so I probably want to stop it about there. So go ahead and mark this real quick. That should be correct right here. So yeah, now all I need to do is just get the basic outline like we have here down on the ground. So that'll kind of tell me how much dark oak I need. And it is almost nighttime, so I'm not going to be building at night. But anyway, so alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this, probably sleep. And then I will see you guys when I got the basic layout of it. Alright, so I finished the perimeter, and then I wasn't too sure how it was going to look next to the house, so I decided I would build it and then give it a good look. And I actually think it looks decent next to the house, because there is going to be a second one on that side. And I made it 31, the distance from the dead center, which should give me enough for a 3x3. Now, there's a couple things about this particular building that's different. Mainly is I do think I can actually fit a really decent chest room here. It would only give me an area of 2, but I could build basically just a big chest room. I mean, I could make it so that the chests were up as high as I wanted, but I do want to keep it, you know, about up here. So yeah, I should be able to do an community chest area right here, which basically would mean we have the tree farm community chest area, and then on the other side over here where the farm is, I'll be able to do a something specifically for food and animals and stuff. And then of course at some point, I don't know when, I am going to make some kind of cool horse stable back here. Yeah, I mean, I want to add something onto this. I'm thinking about adding some, kind of like in the front, but just not quite as big, and bring this out, do a parapet, and then have some apexes here. So it'll be like a flat roof right here, and then these will come out further, and then I can expand this and make it the same as the factory over there. Although I don't think it looks that bad, especially if I'm going to have a matching one over here. I really don't think it will look that bad. So yeah, I mean, worst case scenario is that I rip it down and do something different. But I mean, from a distance, I mean, it really does kind of look like you got your house and you got your like factory. I mean, nobody'd put a factory that close, but yeah, I mean, it beats it just sitting out there in the open. So yeah, the next thing I'm going to be doing is putting in a 3x3 right here. So I'm going to go ahead and complete that. And I'm probably going to go with a good guy door type thing like I had on the on my old Xbox World. I'm probably going to go with something like that. But maybe for temporary, I'll make it so you got to hit the button to open and close. Either that, or I'm just going to use a 2 comparator pulse extender, and I might just give that a shot where you hit the button, it opens up for so long, and then you go through, and then maybe step on a pressure plate and activate it from that. I think it would be a lot simpler than doing the whole good guy door setup. But I do need to get the 3x3 in here so I can figure out the decoration. Covered, it's technically a 4 area. So I'm going to try and put the actual door right here, the pistons, so it has the back space so I can have it covered on the inside. So this is technically going to have to go. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and I will see you guys when it's done. Alright, so it's actually the next day. I kind of did the door and didn't really like the design, so I went with a little bit out further door. It's just like I said. I mean, this is all just for covering. Originally I had the wood here, back here. Didn't really like the way that it looked, so I went with this design instead. And yeah, I went, instead of having a good guy door setup, I have something that looks like one, but a lot simpler. So it only uses 4 comparators to do that. And then of course when you're leaving, you stand on the pressure plate, and then it guarantees it closing. So it's a little bit better than a good guy door if you ask me, just because of that. You do have to enter from this side over here. I made it so that somebody that's lagging could make it through there too. So I added a little bit more time, and this is the finished building. So I wasn't sure about putting the chest room in here or not. I mean, I may still go with it, but the floor would need to be here and make it a 3 tall, and then it would have to butt up to the house. So it would be actually look pretty nice. I think I might do it anyway. And then maybe do the chest room up here, but me and Burned Out Guy were actually talking about, I don't want you guys seeing his design he did. We were talking about making a community chest area where I'm actually thinking about, you know, I don't really like the shadowing from the X grinder. So one of the ways to hide that is to put a big building here. And what I'm thinking is just make a community chest center where you basically come in and drop your stuff in a chest and then go downstairs to get your items that you need. Say at the end of the day and you got a lot of cobble in your inventory, you just drop it in there and it'll automatically put it in there for you. So what I'm thinking of doing is like a bulk system. So for instance, things you get a lot of like cobblestone, netherrack, things like that, will all get automatically sorted and put into a 4 chest area. For instance, iron, I might go with a 12 chest area. Something like that, where you just dump in your iron blocks into it, or iron ingots, whatever. But just use it just for bulk. So yeah, and then as far as community stuff, I'm thinking, you know, if I was to do that, basically have, you know, building materials, just use nothing but building materials and just keep items to ourselves. I could use these chests and just use them for items. No more having wood in here. I could use all this space for just personal stuff, swords, and, you know, maybe even use some of them just to have ingredients in them that I forget. Yeah, I think that would be the way to go. It'd be a lot simpler too. And as far as redstone, yeah. So that is pretty much it. I mean, we can go ahead and check it out a little bit more. I wanted to show you guys some other stuff I did. So since I decided that we're not going to be using this downstairs basement, the 3rd floor here, I'm probably going to actually seal it off but leave it here, because you really can't do anything down here because it affects the slime spawner. It really does. So I mean, it looks amazing, but yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna leave it for something. Maybe just have the entranceway here and get rid of the actual staircases here, and probably do that with you guys for the last bit of this episode, because if you are down here, you don't get slime spawning, just maybe a couple, compared to if you're up 1 floor higher, you get a lot more. So not necessarily a wise choice, I think, for me to do this so close to a slime spawner. Didn't really think about it would affect slime rates, because I thought it was about 16 blocks, I think, but it's actually more than that. They won't spawn 16 blocks, but 16 blocks down is actually right on top of that slime spawner, so it shouldn't actually be affecting it, but you can see it when we go down there that it's not really getting a lot of slime. So I mean, I have a lot of slime, but it's not quite as good as it once was. So let me go ahead and grab some slabs and stuff, go ahead and seal that area off, and then the only way to get in there will be through the elevator. So yeah, go ahead and oh yeah, seal this up. Yeah, I think that this makes it a little bit better. At some point, I might actually just strip all that down there and fill it in with something. Maybe some material I don't use a lot of, or maybe go cobble, just make it really super durable, strong, or just leave it. I mean, it doesn't look, it looks nice. I mean, it kind of looks like just a little area that you'd hang out in, you know? Might use it as like some kind of crafting area or something. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see how things go with it. But yeah, I'm probably going to do some redecorating in here as well. Doing something like this around the whole thing. Yeah, anyway, I mean, that's pretty much the end of the episode. Let me know what you guys think I should go with. Do you think I should just go and make the community chest room part of the industry building? Or do you think I should just build a whole nother building across the way here, like right there, out of like, nether quartz blocks or something, and make it look like some kind of a courthouse or something? I think it would be really cool, and it would also hide the shadowing from that, which I really don't like the fact that you always see these shadows here from it. So if I built a huge massive building here just directly across from the house, I'd probably make it more glorious than that, and it would be like, like the bank, if you will. It doesn't need to be secretive, and then of course there is the option to just basically put it in on the second floor here, which I'm probably going to do today. I'm going to put the second floor in and see how I like it, kind of match the house, and then I'll probably do something on the top as well, same kind of thing, and use that upper space for something. I don't know. Yeah, I expanded the bridge to be a 4 wide area. Something we're going to be doing too is, I don't know if we're going to use this kind of stone brick or what, but I really don't like the sandstone road on any texture pack except for the natural. On the natural texture pack it looks really nice, but on this one it just looks a little bit different than the sand. So definitely want the roads to look good. So I might actually go with slabs and stairs, something like that. I think it would look really nice. Give us something to ride horses on. But anyway, that is actually all the time I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment, like, and subscribe. And have a good one. Later.